Hey guys, how you going? Someone sent this to me today and I wanted to bring it to you guys because it's relevant to what we've been looking at the last few days. Q has posted today stating it's go time. I think that was the Godspeed post. My husband is an army vet and he said rig for red meant they had to change over to their red lights on their gun sights and equipment right before attacking the enemy, so the enemy wouldn't see them coming. This means mass arrests, and we know this is going to happen worldwide. So they need a cover to restrict travel and get people prepared to have an interruption in supplies while a financial reset and the arrests occur. President Trump is trying to tell Americans to be prepared under the guise of a pandemic. The stock market needs to adjust down in order to do a complete reset and move us to a gold-backed currency and get rid of the Federal Reserve. The stock market has been falsely inflated for a while. The coronavirus is a perfect crisis to make a lot of it work. Travel will be likely shut down for a brief period, and maybe all schools and universities will be shut down, so kids are home safe with their parents when the arrests occur. We could even have a period of martial law to suppress opportunities for looting and riots. Keeping people away from large crowds minimises false flags, mass shootings, or other catastrophic events. Can't have a school shooting if the kids aren't in school. Having the coronavirus crisis allows POTUS, the President of the United States, to shut down our borders so Homeland Security and our military can focus on keeping peace. Also, POTUS said everything with the coronavirus will be over in April. He said it because he knows it's fake and they plan to take action in March, and by April the American public will be informed of what has occurred and why. India had a full-on celebration when POTUS visited. It is because he has struck a deal with India to start producing many of the things we were having China produce cheaply, and it will help India a lot. I think China's leader is in on it with Trump, possibly. When Trump visited China, he took him to the Forbidden City, and this has never been done with another world leader, likely to have complete privacy to plan. China has a deep state too, that is teamed up with our CIA and deep state bad actors, the Clintons, Bidens, Romney, Feinstein and others, or Feinstein. Doug Collins, Matt Gaetz, Ted Cruz, Mike Pence, Mike Pompeo and Mark Meadows were all supposedly exposed to coronavirus. What better way to explain their upcoming absence in DC other than quarantine at their homes? Q already told us when the mass arrests happen, POTUS will be safely out of the country. Air Force One can fly continuously, if needed, because it can be refueled in the air. President Trump is taking his present and future cabinet members with him in Air Force One to keep them out of harm's way, and it won't alert anyone that he is taking them all with. He already announced that Mark Meadows will be his new chief of staff. The quarantine centres that have all been set up in areas where the concentration of sealed indictments are the highest. This explains why there is barbed wire slanted inward at one I saw in a video. These will be detention centres for the many criminals and traitors. They may even be set up as prisons with the sheer number of them. Gitmo has had a multi-million-dollar upgrade that is completed. A new head judge has been sent to Gitmo. There was a large amount of our troops sent to Gitmo for a 2-year assignment last summer. There were millions of dollars spent just upgrading the justice buildings and lawyer offices at Gitmo, and another military base in the US. I truly believe Trump, General Kelly and General Mattis are not on bad terms. I believe this is all an act to take them out of DC and allow them to fly under the radar so they could be at Gitmo and the other base to get everything set up for the military tribunals. The same goes for Sessions. He knows all of it because he was Attorney General while the investigations were occurring, and sealed indictments were ramping up. He likely recused himself from the Russia investigation to be able to focus on the other investigations and sealed indictments. He had supposedly left on bad terms with POTUS, but I bet he's been working under the radar since he left DC to get everything ready. Trump has replaced many of the Obama judges and others who would not do the right thing when the mass arrests occur. That took a long time to get them confirmed and placed strategically where they will be needed. He has the majority of the SCOTUS. Justice Roberts is highly compromised and will either be replaced with another Conservative judge or has been given a deal to go along with ruling against any attempts to stop justice being served to the criminals and traitors in our government. There have been a lot of National Guard and military equipment movement under the guise of a state emergency for the coronavirus. They are getting into place to help deal with any civil unrest that will occur when the people freak out over the arrests or groups like Antifa try to start problems because they have been paid by Soros to do so. The internet, or at least all social media, will likely go dark, so don't panic if it happens. It won't be forever. They tested taking down specific platforms and self-service a couple of times. The CIA's satellites have been shut down, so they have been blinded. What I find interesting also that Gina Haspel was at the last State of the Union address, smiling ear to ear. CIA directors rarely, if ever, attend State of the Union addresses. The Queen of England was locked out of Windsor Castle briefly on Friday for the first time ever. It was a marker to tell those following Q that it's time. A Q post from September of 2018 read, Castle Lock, Q. Then the one directly after it read, Panic in UK, Panic in DC, Panic in UK, Panic in DC, Q. Patriots are now in control in the UK and DC. And if you read that down, it spells panic. Nothing can stop what is coming. Nothing. Q. Trump wore a bright yellow tie in India, and today at the coronavirus press conference, he is telling us there is no virus because it is the exact same colour as the maritime flag that represents the vessel has no infected people on board. There is no virus. Every state reporting the most cases and deaths are all sanctuary states run by Democrat bad actors in an attempt to get funding for the virus, since Trump has cut off any federal funds for sanctuary states. Do you see it now? Trump and Pence have been flying all over, attending group events, hugging people, shaking hands. They are not worried because the virus is fake. Be ready for martial law. Be ready for schools to be shut down. Be ready for travel to be restricted. Be ready for the internet to go down. Be ready with supplies to get you through until it's over. Be ready to tell everyone panicking when it happens that it's all planned. Where we go one, we go all. And then I wanted to show you something else. The NESARA GESARA. I'm going to put the link for this down below. It won't let me go sideways. Okay, so I'm going to put the link for this down below. I'm sorry it's sideways, but that's just how it went. You've seen it turn itself around there. And then there was something else I wanted to show you as well, which is the Q-board. Okay, this is QAnon.pub. I'm just removing my search here. So, this is how you will see it. Now, if you turn your phone up the right way, this little arrow here is going to be over on the right-hand side. It's sort of in the middle at the moment. It'll give you the most recent post first. So if you hit this little arrow, it will take you back to the beginning so you can read through. Okay? And then you can, it will get very interesting in some parts. Some parts you won't understand. That's okay. Just skip over those bits and keep reading the bits you do understand, and you will see what I mean by this is unbelievable. This is you'll understand why I believe what I believe. Okay, guys. I'll leave it at that. I hope you have a good night or day wherever you are. Stay calm. Stay safe. Everything will be okay. And I'll be the first one to yell if it's not. Okay, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.